Hi, this is Doug Harvey. First, I want to thank you for being my guest on our ITLA Ning webinars. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to share with our alumni from our ITLA program, as well as our future ITLA students. The first step would be to click on the link that we sent you for Stockton's Wimba pages. This will take you right into our online classroom. You'll log in as a participant, so you would just type your name into the box and hit enter. You don't have to run the wizard if you feel comfortable that your system already has a mic and things like that. You can run that though if you want to, just to make sure. And once you're in, what you'll see is this. This is simply a window. You'll see that I'm also in there as the host of the room, and I'll be able to give you access to some tools that you'll be able to use while you're presenting.
You have been promoted to presenter status.
Through my mystical powers, I'm able to make you a presenter, and you'll notice that you get some new content there on the right, and I'll show you all those tools. First, let's start with the talk button. The talk button allows you to be heard. As you can see, you have the meter that goes whenever you talk. If you hold the button down, it'll record. If you let go, it stops. You can also go under options after I've made you a presenter, and you can hit the lock talk key, and that makes it so that you don't have to keep pressing the button down so that we can hear every word that you say. Over here on the side are all the different tools. I'll show you each of those in turn. Let's start with web. Web just lets you show a web page, and you can set that up so it shows up in the content frame. It's a little bit easier. That way our archive will definitely catch it. And what you want to do is you would just type in whatever the website is, and it will show that inside of our content frame, and you'll be able to interact with it here. So if you have a website that you want to show or something of that nature that's on the web, you can just go to that through that tool. The e-board is basically the marker board option. I don't know if there would be a whole lot of reasons to use that, but I suppose if you wanted to put a picture up or something like that, we could do that. And in order to do that, you basically just go here to this button, and you would add snapshots, and you would be able to pull those things in. Probably the simpler thing would be to put it into a PowerPoint file and just import it. And if you click on the Import PowerPoint button over here, that's going to call up a dialog box. You would choose your file. And you would hit the button and you would import it. And so it would import. Might take a minute, and once it comes in, it's going to show up as content over here on the side, and you can see what the different slides are. And then whenever I click on one of the slides here on the right, it's going to pop it into the window. So if you wanted to do something like that, like a PowerPoint, we could do that. And the last piece would be to share. You can hit the share button, and what's going to happen there is it's going to give you the option to share your desktop. This can get a little tricky if it's a real heavy, graphically heavy, intense sort of thing, but it is the best way to kind of show something if you've got it on your computer and it's not a simple thing to just pop it into a PowerPoint. And if you hit begin sharing, what it would do is it would start sharing whatever's on your desktop. This might get a little strange because it's the same thing that I've got. You would set either the window or the screen area or your entire desktop. So if I just set screen area, I hit OK. And now you should be seeing the content of my screen, which is probably the same window that I've got open right now. To get rid of the sharing, just hit the share button again, and then hit end sharing, and that'll stop that. And then we can click to go back to another spot. And that's really it. That's really the basics of doing this. I will, of course, lead the interview. So you won't have to worry about that, but we'll probably want to try to get something together right at the beginning of our time to just make sure that you've got everything uploaded that you need. You can go in here and upload if you want. Just let me know when you want to do that, and I'll make sure that I come on at the same time and give you presenter status. If you have any questions, just email me at harveyd@stockton.edu. That's HARVEYD as in Doug at stockton.edu. Appreciate your time, and I hope this helped.